Okay, April 4th, 2025. Here's a daily journaling prompt that I used for what I call mind body writing when I'm journaling with pen and paper and going away from I think to I feel, away from the story we tell ourselves to, okay, what's really down there? And the prompt I used is what desires of mine, what the things that I want, which of these am I uncomfortable with? Which of these can I admit? Which of these am I hiding? Um, and it came up for me because I noticed that a lot of the work that I've been doing, like I write a Substack in the beginning, I didn't tell anybody about it. So weird. Like I made this big change in my life. And I kind of, with my family and friends, I kind of was like, yeah, I'm kind of doing this thing. And I was like, wasn't really comfortable. I didn't own it. And there's a number of things in my life where I'm like kind of hiding this. One of the things that came up was, I'm always going back like Germany, the US, like where's home? Where do I really feel at home? And this year it's been very alive. And I'm like, no, I don't want to live my whole life in Germany. And it's okay. And there's something there that I really love and appreciate. And there's something culturally that I find difficult. And it's like, it's just okay. Um, and I want to be in nature. And I'm always like, oh, New York City is so expensive. Like, I can't. Oh, wait. Is it true that this outside force is pushing me to do this, or do I just want something else? Do I just want to be in nature, and can I own that? Like I'm thinking about the forest or the desert, and rocks, mountains, lakes, where you're just walking, and I feel like I'm with spirit. I'm with something greater. Um, Like, is it okay for me to just want that? I've been in New York for a long time. There's a lot of cool stuff happening here, a lot of interesting people, but maybe that's not it right now for me. Do I need to invent a story? I'm being forced to do this because it's so expensive. Like, yeah, it's true, but it's just one way of looking at it. And then money, for example, is a big one. Like all of these came up. It's like spend a little bit of time writing about this, and then suddenly you're like, oh, making a turn. Now we're writing about that. And money is an interesting one because I think I have trouble accepting, like, no, I do want money. Like accepting, different people have different money hangups. But one of mine was like, well, no, actually, I do like money. It's, opens a lot of doors, makes a lot of things possible. And my inner kind of artist is like, uh, no, we want it to be pure. We don't want to be commercial. Don't sell out. And part of me is like, no, more money would be nice. Like it'd be a good thing. We could, you know, have a cool apartment and travel more and do all these things. And I had a hard time like writing that down. Like, no, actually, it'd be pretty cool to earn more money. And just kind of this very basic. I think I took a total U-turn on that um, after becoming kind of spiritual and more artsy. And the part that's like, no, money's bad, like kind of took over. And I was like, hold on, both of these are true. Like, we don't want to do things just for money, but we don't need to reject the energy of money. Just be a conduit. Anyways, the things where you're like, I would have a hard time saying that, admitting that to someone. Whatever that is for you, it might be very different than for me. And the last thing was kind of more around art and music. And I write a lot. And New York City offers you a lot of things to do, friends to meet, events to go to. Um, and I started to write like, this is usually it's a part of you speaking. It's like, you're doing everything except sitting down and doing the really hard thing, which is to try to make music and learn how to write songs and that kind of thing. And you're doing everything except that. More work, more hanging out with friends, more going for walks, more meditation, more this, more that, the other. You're doing everything. You're saying yes to everything except that thing because it's so impossibly hard. And of course, it reflects a part that really desperately wants that, but then it's so scary. And I also can't really admit it to anybody because I'm like, I don't know anything about it. It's so fucking hard. I don't know how to do it. And if I'm being honest, I was like, yeah, I really want to try it. But it's embarrassing to admit it because the thing you want to try and haven't, it takes on more and more weight and you really want it. And it gets harder and harder to admit that you want it because you're like, oh my God, I have not done this. I have not tried this. And, time's passing and like, how embarrassing that I would want that because clearly I'm not doing it. So you end up in that stuckness. So very useful journaling prompt to just get some clarity. Like, hey, what are the things I'm not allowing myself to actually want? Like, I want this. Am I okay with how much I want this? And then we can also drop the want again. The desire. We can go at the Buddhist route and it's like, yeah, the things you want are going to create suffering. Like, that is true. But at the same time, it's like, let's be clear about what a part of us wants and desires. Because otherwise we'll end up a little bit confused about why we're not moving. One part wants it, another part is like, nope. And a lot of energy is wasted in the inner disharmony. All right, try it out.